and keep costs low, success.
It's appropriate. The birthday of Jesus.
3 cows, a pig, and a parakeet. Is Ballyard Baseball. It's a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan, overlooking the best ballpark in ball. From the skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, this is Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Fans are streaming, pouring, disembarking from the flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, and personal watercraft. Philanthropy tonight. Check your screen for the QR code or visit ballyardbaseball.com for the link to our philanthropy for tonight's game.
Popcorn.
Again, we partner throughout the holiday season with Toys for Tots because every child deserves a little Christmas. Thank you, Marine Corps Reserves, for administering this life-changing charity. You can use the QR code on your screen or visit ballyardbaseball.com to use the link. Donate to Toys for Tots and make a difference. Find all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. Another humongous matchup tonight. Two teams with 2-1 records. Highland Island Yeti, Coach Shaggy Brown. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, Coach Dexter Rose. The winner tonight stays with the frontrunners competing for a top 2 berth to the Ballyard Series, our championship in January. Pecos Fenway is on the mound for the Yeti. Upton Litt on the mound for the Sugar Gliders. Ace Round the Horn, Chipper Salt, Finnegan Hoff, Maya Sinclair, Walt Langston, Sendak Seuss, and Hemingway Shakespeare. The Stars are out tonight. Humongous matchup. Ballyard Baseball is next on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind. If you're a real baseball player, that guy's a dude. You gotta have the newest, expensivest bat on the market. Bro. And it's gotta have the coolest name. Bro. Brand new. Just dropped. Tanks. Whatever the newest metals and materials might be, this bat is always one evolution newer. The Batco Crouching Tiger Nuke Mash Pummel Destroy Quad X Quadruple Extreme. Making mediocre hitters superstars. That guy's a dude. $600 at a time. Bro. Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Ho, ho, ho! Welcome back to the Ballyard, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle. BallyardBaseball.com for schedule information, team links, the Ballyard Baseball merchandise shop, and more. And while you're at BallyardBaseball.com, join the village, find the Join the Village area, send us your email address. We'll keep you updated with all things Ballyard Baseball. Heavy pregame negotiations today carried past start time. Players enjoying a little bit of romper time down on the field. Morgana, our computerized robot, play-by-play negotiating tonight. She wants a crack at the third inning stretch and needs to warm up her computerized robot voice. We believe we'll hear in the middle of the third inning of a 5-inning ball game from Morgana, our play-by-play, trying to pursue her singing, performing elements of her computerized robot being. That negotiation was dragging out here in the skybox, and we believe we have Morgana satisfied and calmed down, placated, with her shot at the third inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game, AI style, by a computerized robot tonight. Look forward to that mid-game, 5-inning ball game. That'll be middle of the third. Well, it's Highland Island Yeti and the Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, two teams tied with 2 wins and 1 loss and chasing that top pack. Great week of action in the Ballyard baseball scene at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. The times they are a-changing, but some things are not. The competition has been great, and we head into our first inning of play as we prepare for the visiting team, Highland Island Yeti, batting against Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. The Sugar Gliders starting pitcher, Upton Litt, pitching to his catcher, Oscar Kipling. And the first 3 in the order, Ace Round the Horn, Pecos Fenway, and Chipper Salt, taking the first swings for Highland Island Yeti and Coach Shaggy Brown, facing the Sweetwater Sugar Gliders of Coach Dexter Rose.
It's the top of the first.
Whoa!
Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
0-1.
The count is 1-1.
Temperamental thing, that Morgana. Hi, Morgana.
Foul!
Count is 1-2.
Glad you're able to join us, Morgana.
Hello, I'm organic.
Strike 3, you're out.
Hello, I'm organic. Ace R strikes out looking, Upton L pitching. Pecos F steps up to the plate.
Ace Round the Horn goes down looking, and Upton Litt off to a good start. Yeti and Sugar Gliders got a good one tonight. Key matchup in the Season 1 landscape of Ballyard baseball.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
Foul!
The count is 0-2.
Pecos Fenway ground ball to short.
Pecos F grounds out. Shortstop Hemingway est, first baseman Rudyard D.
Hemingway
Chipper
Shakespeare
S steps up to the plate.
and Rudyard Doyle combined for the second out of the top of the first. Upton Litt has the first 2 batters retired on the mound for the Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, doing his work from the slab.
Foul!
Fouled away by Salt.
The count is 0-1.
0-1.
The count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
Two-one pitch coming from Upton Litt.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-1.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters. Three-one count with 2 away, top of the first, 5-inning ball game on a beautiful night. Sold out crowd at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Upton Litt to Oscar Kipling. Couple days off at the Ballyard after tonight's matchup of Yeti and Sugar
The
Gliders.
count is 3-2.
Chipper Salt facing Upton Litt, the lefty, so batting right-handed. The switch hitter Salt knocks that into left field for the first base hit of the game.
Chipper S singles on a hard ground ball to left fielder Walt L. Finnegan H steps up to the plate.
Back-to-back switch hitters in the lineup. Both going from the right side. Finnegan Hoff against Upton Litt. 2 away and 1 aboard. Chipper Salt runs well. Athletic third baseman for
The count
the
is
Yeti.
0-1.
Fouled off. Upton Litt. Change up going is Chipper Salt. Good pitch
The count
read
is
with
1
an
and
off-speed
1.
pitch. Salt will swipe second base. Stolen base for Chipper.
Chipper S steals second.
Looking for the first tally here in the top of 1, the Yeti. Outfielders, Walt Langston, Sendak Seuss, and Edgar Christie around the outfield. Finnegan Hoff gets back in the box, ready for the 1-1 delivery with Chipper Salt now in scoring position at second base. Pitch from Upton Litt to Finnegan Hoff. Hoff swings big, sends that to center field. Sendak Seuss tracks it down.
Finnegan H flies out to center fielder Sendak S. That ends the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Oscar K. and Edgar C. Then Walt L.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Go-Karts, Cajun kart racing in Sugar Lake, beignets and baseball, and speed, your fast track to fun. Turbocharged Go-Karts, powered by rocket-grade kerosene. And by Fish Around and Find Out, Sugar Lake's only bait and tackle shop. Explore the sweet waters of Sugar Lake. See what you can hook, fish around, and find out. And by Poppy's Popcorn. We do one thing, and we do it well. The finest of all food groups, the essence of essential.
Popcorn. Hot, fresh, popcorn.
Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
It's the bottom of the first. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Oscar K is at bat. Pecos F pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Oscar K, then Edgar C, then L.
Here we go.
It's the bottom of the first. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0.
Bottom of the first inning.
Oscar K steps up to the plate.
Oscar
one.
Kipling takes a ball up.
The count is 1-0.
Against Pecos Fenway. Finnegan Hoff catching.
The count is 1-1.
Fenway and Hoff the battery.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
In this tense, competitive, highly anticipated matchup
The count is 1-2.
of Yeti and Sugar Gliders. Get to a 1-2 count. Pecos Fenway. Good start last time out. Trying to match that tonight. On the 1-2 delivery to Kipling. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Ace round the horn. Backhanded pickup over to Hugo Homer.
Oscar K grounds out. Shortstop Ace R to first baseman Hugo H. Edgar C steps up to the plate.
Edgar Christie plays right field defensively.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
In a deficit
0-1.
here, now a 1-2 count.
The count is 1-2.
Pulls that ball to right center field. The left-handed batter, Christie, doubles to the right center gap.
Edgar C. doubles on a line drive to center fielder Cy T. Walt L. steps up to the plate.
Here's Walt Langston. Ballyard Baseball. Langston with Fenway firing away, fouls it off.
The count is 0-1.
Number 3 batter, Langston, the left fielder, a left-handed batter.
Strike 2.
Against the lefty Pecos
Count is
Fenway.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Here's the delivery to Langston, 0-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Blocked by Finnegan Hoff. Fires it to first base. Edgar Christie will move up on the
Walt
drop
L.
third.
out at first on drop third strike. Edgar C. advances to third. Maya S. steps up to the plate. They're 0 today.
Strikeout pitch down in the dirt, executed by Pecos Fenway. Beautiful pitch. Finnegan Hoff blocked that. It rolled up the first base line. Edgar Christie able to go second to third on the move up. And now Maya Sinclair. Fantastic season rolling along for Maya, as she has been one of the elite performers. 4th in Ballyard Baseball in batting average at .571 is Maya Sinclair of Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Maya swinging a great bat in the number 4 spot. Has 4 RBI through the first 3 games for the Sugar Gliders. Maya on base percentage also at .571. Slugging .2000 is Maya Sinclair. Maya now working her way into the right side batter's box. Named for Maya Angelou and Upton Sinclair, the combination in the name of Maya Sinclair. 3 home runs on the year, tied for second most in Ballyard Baseball, with rip shots of prenatal prospects and just barrels of elite prospects, gold platinum elite. Of course, Ellie Wow of Bomb Mob, the palindrome Ellie Wow of the palindrome team Bomb Mob. 7 home runs through the early going for Ellie, just destroying baseballs. And Maya Sinclair has a chance here to put the first run on the board. 2 away. Hot hitter on the season has Edgar Christie down at third base.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
There's a shot to left field. That'll get down for Sinclair. That'll plate the first run of the game. Edgar Christie coming across to score.
Maya S. singles on a line drive to left fielder Iris C. Edgar C. scores. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Upton L. steps up to the plate.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Morgana got a little catch in her throat tonight. The
Ball one.
computerized robot. Upton lit in the
The
box.
count is 1-1.
Maya Sinclair, RBI.
The count is 1-2.
Now at first base after driving in Edgar Christie.
Ball 2.
2-2 count to Upton lit.
The count is 2-2.
Pecos Fenway hoping to end this first inning right here.
Strike
Swing and a
three,
miss,
you're out.
got him.
Upton L. strikes out swinging. Pecos F. pitching. That ends the bottom of the first. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1.
And that takes us to the top of 2 5-inning ball game. 1-0 Sugar Gliders take the early lead. The Palace of Pong, the place for paddles. Ping Pong Palace, where ping pong players play ping pong and people populate pre- and post-perfect performances at the Ballyard. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong. Purchase pop, popcorn, pizza, pastries.
Take it from me. Ping Pong Winchester. The place for Pong is Ping Pong Palace.
Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please pop in for Pong. Tonight's team sponsor for Highland Island Yeti is Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products.
Living in the woods, my hygiene is questionable and my social life is challenging. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products help me tame my mane and remove the bugs and twigs and small animals from my thatch. I use detangler, tick and insect remover, hair cleaner, conditioner, and silky shine gel. And for the aging Yeti, hair regrowth fertilizer, proven to fire up your follicles and thicken your coat back to your teenage look. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products, Yeti tested, Yeti approved. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Product says, go Highland Island Yeti.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's the top of the second. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Side tees at bat. Upton L pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Side T steps up to the plate.
Cy Tepps, number 5 batter in the order. Cy Tepps now stepping in and taking a look at the first delivery of the top of the second from Upton Lit. Cy Tepps, the center fielder, solid defender, and a good stick in the number 5 spot in the batting order for Coach Shaggy Brown. And the Yeti, record of 2-1. Their next game will be against Duck Ditch Dots.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Taking on the Dots on
0-1.
January 2nd.
The count is 1-1.
Foul.
Duck Ditch
The count is 1-2.
sitting at a 4-0 record, leading the pack.
The count is 1-2.
1-2 to the leadoff batter of the top of the second inning. Righty Cy Tepps. Upton Lit. 21 pitches on the left arm of Lit. Fly out to right field.
Side T flies out to right fielder Edgar C. Hugo H steps up to the plate.
And it's Hugo Homer.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-0.
Strike 1.
The count is 1-1.
That strike brought to you by Local Union 247365. We like strikes. 1-1 count thanks to Local Union 247365 for supporting Ballyard Baseball.
Foul.
The
Hugo
count is
Homer.
1-2.
Excuse me, Morgana, computerized robot. Hugo Homer playing first base defensively.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Hugo, last name Homer, high expectations of this Yeti performer. All these players live on Highland Island. Fly ball left field deep. Walt Langston against the brick wall.
Hugo H lines out to left fielder Walt L. Chester steps up to the plate.
Line shot to left field. Chester Hazawa now in.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-0.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-0.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-0.
Lit falls behind 3-0.
Strike
Now gets
one.
back in the zone.
The count is 3-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 3-2.
Foul.
The count is 3-2.
3-2. That ball popped up over second base. Hobbs Rousseau is there.
Chester H. pops out to second baseman Hobbs R. That ends the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Highland Island Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1.
And on to the bottom of the second inning we go. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders batting now with a 1-0 lead over the Yeti. Tonight's team sponsor for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders is Sugar. Just try to stop ingesting us. Dopamine. Get some. Sugar says, let's go, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Pass the donuts.
It's the bottom of the second. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Sendak S is it's the bottom of the second. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Sendak S steps up to the plate.
Strike one.
The count is 0-1.
Ball one.
The count is 1-1.
Ball two.
The count is 2-1.
Foul.
The count is 2-2.
Sendak Seuss 2-2 count. Swing and a
Strike
miss.
three,
First
you're
out at the bottom of 2.
Sendak S strikes out swinging. Pecos F pitching. Rudyard D steps up to the plate.
Rudyard Doyle, first chance to hit in this game.
Foul.
Doyle, the first baseman, right-handed batter.
The count is 0-1.
Falls behind
Ball
a
one.
strike. Now evens it up at 1-1.
Count is 1-1.
Ground ball, third base, Chipper Salt. Nice play. Throws across to Hugo Homer.
Rudyard D grounds out. Third baseman Chipper S to first baseman Hugo H. Hobbs R steps up to the plate.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Righty Hobbs Rousseau, eighth batter in the order, pops it up foul side of first base. Hugo Homer handles it.
Hobbs R pops out to first baseman Hugo H. Of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti Orangutan will be Iris C., then BR, then Ace R.
That takes us to the end of 2. 5-inning game coming your way. Top of the third. Yeti down a run. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up. As you take a look on your screen at the village of Sugar Lake, the sounds of the village when they're live down in the bottom right side, the southeast corner of your village map. Sweet Strings Band Shell is where the live music happens. And, of course, the local station that supports all things Sugar Lake, including Bullpen Barbecue and Ribby Rodeo. Kindred Spirits, those folks. Favorite station of the village, a proud sponsor of Ballyard Baseball. Cliche Country, Sugar Lake's unicorn of radio. Wide open and in the saddle. Tough, gritty. We are servant leaders with exceptional bandwidth who give 110%. So open a can of worms and beat a dead horse. Get outside the box. 108.1 FM. Put a pin in it for a win-win situation. Sugar Lake's Cliche Country, 108.1 FM. It is what it is. You got this. Have a nice rest of your day. Hey, y'all. It's your legendary Hall of Fame DJ from Cliche Country, Spurs Chaps. As we like to do within games at the Ballyard Baseball. Oh, such a great night at the park. And you can have a great night at the Sweet Strings Band Shell. We got a new artist be making their way over to the Sweet Strings Band Shell in the next couple weeks with a new release out that we're playing right now on Cliche Country 108.1 FM. In tonight's game, a sampling of this new opportunity, this new music rendering that we're featuring now on Cliche Country. Spurs Chaps, your legendary Hall of Fame DJ, introducing you here to a sampling of a tune that commemorates and celebrates one of the 2 roads in the village of Sugar Lake. You see it on your on-screen village map up at the top right, the northeast side of that map, running by Baseball Beach and Fourth Wall Drive-In across Baseball Bay and on up to Sweet Peace Cemetery. We commemorate one of our favorite roads in the village with one of our favorite new artists.
We're gonna go, we'll take our time. We'll hit the road, see what we find. Anticipate and wait. I wanna leave, I wanna go. What could be out there? What will I see? Will I find a secret to me? Then it begins, it's time to go. The journey's now, let's hit the road. The road unwinds and then I find Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Longbridge Road means we're almost home. No matter where I go or where I roam, Longbridge Road means we're almost home.
Yee-hee, Spurs chaps, Cliche Country. Listen to 108.1 FM for your chance to hear that new cut, Longbridge Road, and also catch the act live at Sweet Strings Bandshell. Spurs chaps with you from Cliche Country, enjoying a beautiful night at the Ballyard. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders leading 1-0 over Highland Island Yeti. Here comes the top of the third.
It's the top of the third. Highland Island Orangutan, 0. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Iris C is at bat. Unel pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Iris C steps up to the plate.
Iris contact. Eye contact, Morgana. Iris C is a nice way to say it, but eye contact's a lot cooler, Morgana.
Foul!
Play the drama, play the art.
The count is 0-1.
Fouled away. Iris contact, left fielder. Ground ball, third base side. Maya Sinclair has it.
Iris C grounds out. Third baseman Maya S to first baseman Rudyard D. BR step to the
Be real, second baseman. Second base defender swinging on a strike.
1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Dominant deliveries from Upton Lit. Getting ahead 1 and 2 on Be Real.
Strike
And
3, you're
down
out.
goes Real swinging.
BR strikes out swinging. Upton L pitching. Ace R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Ace round the horn. Top of the order. Back up to the number 1 batter in a 9-batter order. Third inning of a 5-inning ball game.
Foul!
Teams locked in the standings at 2-1.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
Foul!
The count is 2-2.
There's a base knock by Ace round the horn, sending that out to center field. Sendak Seuss picks it up, and Ace going to have a single with 2 away. Runner aboard at 1.
Ace R singles on a line drive to center fielder Sendak S. Pecos F steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Pecos Fenway.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
That strike brought to you by Local Union 247365. We like strikes. And the 0-1 count with 2 away.
Foul!
sprays it off to the left
The
side.
count is 2.
That foul brought to you by Chester's Chicken Farm, feeding fowl to the folks of Sugar Lake. Thanks to our new ball strike and foul sponsors tonight, Can't Stop Selling the Space on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Everybody wants a piece of the action. We're oversold for our sponsors and promos and liners and sounders and in bumps and out bumps. Thanks for the support, villagers.
The count is 1 and 2.
Sugar Lakers always heavy supporters of Ballyard baseball. Pecos Fenway, left side batter. Facing the lefty arm of Upton Litt.
The count is 2 and 2.
Here's the pitch on a 2-2 from Litt.
Take a base.
Ouch.
Pecos F is hit by pitch. Upton L pitching. Ace R advances to second. Chipper S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Yeah, you can earn yourself a t-shirt at the BallyardBaseball.com Ballyard merchandise shop. Pecos Fenway wears one and puts runners at first and second with 2 away for Chipper Salt. Singled first time up, did Chipper. Chipper batting right-handed, the switch hitter. Swings and knocks that into center field. Ace round the horn, gonna round third. Sliding safely in front of the tag by Oscar Kipling. Pecos Fenway takes third on the play. Chipper Salt ties the game at 1-1. Yeti faithful on their feet.
Chipper S singles on a line drive to center fielder Sendak S. Ace R scores. Pecos F advances to third. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 1. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Finnegan H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0 and 1.
Chipper Salt at first. Pitch
0-1.
takes off. Salt stealing second base on a first
The
and
count is
third.
1
Gonna
and
be in
1.
there safely, putting 2 runners in scoring position for Hoff.
Chipper S still second.
Now Finnegan a chance, put his team
0-2.
on top.
The count is 2 and 1.
Foul.
The count is 2 and 2.
2-2, 2 outs, top of the third. Finnegan Hoff blasts that toward the brick wall in right field. It's going to bounce off the brick wall, score 2. Finnegan Hoff will hold up at first base. The cleanup batter cleans them up indeed. 2 more in, 3-1. Highland Island Yeti with 2 outs, all of this damage.
Finnegan H singles on a fly ball to right fielder Edgar C. Chipper S scores. Pecos F scores. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 3. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Cy T steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Cy Teps.
The count is 0 and 1.
4 consecutive Yeti have reached
0-1.
base.
The count is 1 and 1.
3 of them have scored. Had a ground out and a strikeout. 8 and 9 batters. Cy Teps line shot. That's caught and right by
Sidelines out to
Edgar
right
Christie.
fielder Edgar C. That ends the top of the third. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 3. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 1. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Hemingway S., then Oscar K., then Edgar C.
El Morgana. Hey, Santa. Thanks for vacationing here at the Ballyard after your busy time of year. Santa's only choice for relaxation is the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Always great to have the jolly guy hanging out, decompressing after the rigors of the delivery system. All that sleigh work, hitting all the convenience stores around the globe, grabbing fountain drinks and grab-and-go snacks, and now hanging out here with some Poppy's popcorn. A couple items from the sweet spot. Santa Claus, always vacations post-holiday here at the Ballyard. It's the middle of the third. Well, you can hear that Morgana's got a little scratch in her throat, little catch in the computerized robot's mechanism, but there was a strong request from our play-by-play-eye Morgana to have her chance at the third inning stretch. That negotiation pregame was successful for Morgana. She was going to sit out this game on play-by-play-eye and then just butted her way in through her CPU, computerized robot. Joining me, River Morgan from the Skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. I think she's all situated now. Time for our third inning stretch and our rendition tonight of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, presented by Play-Eye Morgana. Thank you, Morgana. Take it away.
All right, let me hurry up.
1, 2.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care. I never get back. Let me root for the home team. They do not win. It's a shame. For its
1, 2, 3.
strikes. You're
Out.
at the old ball game.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.
Well, the good folks, the Sugar Lakers here with us, apparently loved Morgana's effort. A standing ovation. That was moving. This crowd went bananas after the performance by Morgana. Holy computerized robot. That was amazing.
Why not? Why not? You too. You too. I'm Morgana. Why not?
Indeed, Morgana. Fantastic effort. I see why the negotiations were so lengthy, but that was a delivery by our computerized robot. 3-1 to the bottom of the third inning of a 5-inning ball game.
It's the Ballyard Yeti. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Hemingway S is at bat. Effing. The bases are empty. No one out. That ends the top of the third. 3 runs. 3 hits, no errors. Highland Island Orangutan. 3. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. 1. First Sugar Gliders donut will be Hemingway S, then Oscar K, then C.
Well, for as good as that was, Morgana, you might have messed up the rest of your computerized robot throat, whatever that would be in the computerized system. Choppy, Morgana. Rough, but dug deep and found it there for the presentation of our third inning stretch. Bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 3. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders donut. 1. Hemingway S steps up to the plate.
Ball 1.
Hemingway Shakespeare.
The count is 1-0.
Ball 2.
Count is 2-0.
Had a chance to talk to Hemingway.
Out.
Fouls one away for a 2-1
The
count.
count is 2-1.
Hemingway Shakespeare, that's number 9 in the order. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders shortstop, slick defender, righty. Asked Hemingway, where's the number 0? And we talked to Hemingway Shakespeare about that. Quick check-in with Hemingway about the why I wear my jersey number.
I chose number 0 because Shakespeare in his writings often used the number 0 for symbolism. And in the great words of River Morgan, if you're not familiar with Shakespeare or his use of the number 0, Look it up.
Thank you, Hemingway. Hemingway Shakespeare looking at a 2-1 count. 2-1 and a pitch delivery from Pecos Fenway, who's thrown 35 pitches in this game. Now has a lead of 3-1. Pecos pitching from in front. Delivers ball 3.
The count is 3-1.
Foul!
Fouled away, just barely got a
It's 3
piece of
and
that
2.
one, but makes it 3-2. Squibbed that away.
Out!
Foul tip caught by Finnegan Hoff.
Hemingway S is out on foul tip. Pecos F pitching. Oscar K steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
One away for Oscar Kipling. Oscar, the right-handed batter, the catcher who hits leadoff for the Sugar Gliders squad under Coach Dexter Rose. Swings on the first pitch and rockets that down in the outfield for a base hit with one away.
Oscar K singles on a line drive to center fielder IT. Edgar C steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
0-1.
Ball delivered. The speedy
Count
catcher
is no.
Kipling takes off. Hoff's throw bounces in. Kipling is safe at 2 with a stolen
Oscar
base.
K steals second.
Foul!
The count is 1-1.
Edgar Christie, number 2
Ball
batter.
2.
The count is 2-1.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters. Thanks to Rocky Mountain Oysters, a proud sponsor of Ballyard Baseball, as is just about everybody. 2-1 count to Christie with 1 away, and the team down by 2. Sugar Gliders looking for an answer to that productive frame, 3-run frame in the top of the 3rd from Highland Island Yeti. Here's the pitch to Edgar Christie. 1 away, runner at 2. Hard ground ball, right side. Be Real makes the play.
Edgar C grounds out. Secondman B. Yardman Hugo H. Oscar K advances to third. Walt L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Now the number 3 batter, and Walt Langston wears it.
Walt L is hit by pitch. Pecos F pitch. Oscar K remains at third. Maya S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
And the dangerous 4 batter. Stepping in now, Maya Sinclair singled in the first inning, RBI, knocking in Edgar Christie. Now you've got Walt Langston. Or I'm sorry, check that. You've got Oscar Kipling at third and Walt Langston at
The count is
first.
0-1.
0-1.
The count is 1-1.
1-1 pitch, 2 away. Maya Sinclair. Big third baseman rips that into right center field. Side Teps will run it down. Fires it in. Kipling will score. Walt Langston can't score on the quick play in from Side Teps. Nice play by the center fielder. Keeps the score at 3-2. Langston thought about scoring. Put on the brakes on the double from Maya Sinclair.
Maya S doubles a line drive to center fielder Saiti. Oscar K scores. Walt L advances to third. Highland Island Yeti free. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Upton L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
3-2 score now. Upton lit. Trying
The
to
count is
put his team
0-1.
even or ahead.
0-1.
Walt Langston at third.
The count is 1-1.
Representing the tying run, Maya Sinclair at second would be the go-ahead.
Strike 2.
Swing and a miss.
The count is 1-2.
1-2 count.
Strike three, you're out.
Upton L strikes out swinging. Pecos F pitching. That ends the bottom of the third. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. Free. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2.
If you're a real baseball player, that guy's a dude. You gotta have the newest, expensivest bat on the market. Bro. And it's gotta have the coolest name. Bro. Brand new. Just dropped. Tanks. Whatever the newest metals and materials might be, this bat is always one evolution newer. The Batco Crouching Tiger Nuke Mash Pummel Destroy Quad X Quadruple Extreme. Making mediocre hitters superstars. That guy's a dude. $600 at a time. Bro. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, thanks for the triple ho from Santa. 3-2. On
It's
to
the top of the fourth. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 3. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Hugo H is at bat. Upton L pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Hugo H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Hugo homer. That 0 for 1, a line out to left field. Got a lot of that ball.
Foul.
Just not quite enough, but Hugo
The count is 0-1.
was all over Upton Lid in that first at bat.
0-1.
The count is
Hugo
1-1.
Hugo, right-handed hitter, power guy. Here comes a 1-1. Litz delivery to Oscar Kipling. Hugo swings, blasts that toward the hole in the wall. That ball is yard.
Hugo 8 homers on a ball to left field. Island Yeti Orangutan. 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Chester H steps up to the plate. 0 for 1 today.
Strike one.
The count is 0-1.
Chester Hazawa swinging out of his
Strike two.
shoes on those first 2 hacks.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Strike three, you're out.
Chester H strikes out swinging. Upton L pitching. Iris C steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Here's Iris contact. Ball into left field on the first pitch she sees. Single with 1 out. And the team up 4-2. Yeti getting something going.
Iris C singles on a line drive to left fielder Walt L. BR steps up to the plate. They're 0 for today.
First pitch single for eye contact. Now Upton Litz delivery to the number 9 batter. Top of the order waiting. Bunt from B. Real down the third baseline. Surprised everybody. Everybody's safe. 1 out, 2 aboard. And the top of the order coming with Ace round the horn.
BR singles on a bunt to third baseman Maya S. Iris C advances to second. Ace R steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
0-1.
The count is 1-2.
Ball two.
The count is 2-2.
Ace round the horn. Getting a good look at Upton Lit. Pulling shots
count
down the
is
third
1-2.
base line. Foul.
Ball
1 away. Top of the 4th.
The count is 3-2.
3-2 count with 1 down.
Foul.
Another shot down the
The
third
count is
baseline.
3-2.
just wide of the bag foul. This one hard at Maya Sinclair, picks it up on the move towards second. Over to Hobbs Rousseau, who sends it to Rudyard
Sar
Doyle.
grounds into a double play. Third baseman Maya S to second and Hobbs R to first baseman Rudyard D. BR out advancing. Iris C advances to third. That ends the top of the fourth. 1 run, 3 hit, no errors. Highland Yeti Orangutan. 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Sendak S. Rudyard D. Then Hobbs R.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Starting 9 Golf Course. Crush your tee shot over the Sugar Monster and win a free round. And by Sweet Strings Band Shell. Live music from classical to country. And by umpires. We're people too. Hey y'all, Spurs Chaps from 108.1 FM, Cliche Country. Spurs Chaps with you, your legendary Hall of Fame DJ. That's right. I'm out here at the Ballyard running a remote tonight. Just chilling. It was Bark at the Park night a couple nights ago. While I was being awarded a couple things here, I also was hanging out at the Ballyard, as I do like to do. And that was a fun night. We had a lot of barking, a lot of deposits made by dogs in the park that night. Of course, I brought my furry friend Garth Whalen Haggard with me that night, and I'm back here tonight for this matchup of Highland Island Yeti, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. It's 4-2 in the fourth. Great game going on, 5-inning ball game. We're working our way toward the big conclusion as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. And the Sugar Gliders batting down by 2. 108.1 FM, Cliche Country. Again, happy to present to you tonight sounds from a new release commemorating one of our 2 roads in the village of Sugar Lake, Long Bridge Road, being celebrated in this newest release. Hot, fresh drop. New artist going to be over at the Sweet Strings Band Shell a couple weeks from now, being featured on 108.1 FM, Cliche Country.
The blur of night, the whir of wheels, the interstate it reveals. Something I've searched for, something was missing. Point A wasn't for me, always searching for point B. But Long Bridge Road means we're almost home. Long Bridge Road means we're almost home. No matter where I go.
Shoot, doggy, saddlebags and vittles. That's some good stuff. Long Bridge Road. Hear it on 108.1 FM, Cliche Country.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's the bottom of the Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Sendak is at bat. Pecos F pitching. The base is empty. No one out. That ends the top of the fourth. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Leading for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Sendak S. Then E. Then Hobbs R.
Trying to find a lozenge for our computerized robot Morgana. What a trooper, though, battling through the throat troubles, delivering a beautiful take me out to the ball game for our third inning stretch. And now just choppy and staticky, just grinding through. What a gritty, memorable
It's the bottom of the
performance.
fourth. Highland Island Yeti
Excuse me,
Orangutan.
Morgana.
4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 2. Sendak S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Left-handed batter, Sendak Seuss.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Goes the other way. Oppo shot. Sendak Seuss.
Sendak S singles on a line drive to left fielder Iris C. Rudyard D steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Rudyard Doyle. Team down by 2. Trying to produce some support here for their starting pitcher, Upton Lit, throwing a gutty game against Pecos
The
Fenway.
count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters. Another ball delivered. You can get your ball deliveries from Water Wings, featuring the finest wings in Sugar Lake. Number 1 of 1 in the wings category, also serving up various fried items that you may or may not want to sample. Rudyard Doyle, right-handed stick. Pecos Fenway climbing back on the hill. Bottom of 4, 5-inning game, 4-2. The visitors, the Yeti, have the advantage on the Sugar Gliders.
Foul.
Doyle fouls it away.
The count is 1-2.
Sendak Seuss has good speed. See if he might try to steal a bag here. Not looking like he's going to take off with Doyle at the plate. Rudyard, the number 7 batter. Fenway's pitch. Diving stop at first base by Hugo Homer to the second base side. Gets up, fires it to Ace round the
Rudyard
horn.
D grounds into fielder's choice. First baseman Hugo H to shortstop Ace R. Sendak S out advancing to second. Hobbs R steps up the plate. They're 0-1 today.
Hobbs Rousseau popped out to first baseman Hugo Homer in foul territory. First time.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
Ooh, nowhere near
The
that
count
one.
is 0-2.
Pecos fooling Hobbs Rousseau. Now the fastball
Strike
blows
3,
it
you're
by
out.
Rousseau.
Hobbs R strikes out swinging. Pecos F pitching. Rudyard D remains at first. Hemingway S steps up to the plate. They're 0-1 today.
Trying to get creative now. It's getting late here. 4-2.
Strike 1.
Strike on a take.
The count
fake
is 0-1.
bunt. Doyle takes off from first on the fake bunt and easily swipes the bag at 2. Stolen base for Rudyard Doyle.
Rudyard D steals second.
Nice cover on that by Hemingway Shakespeare, who we heard from earlier about the number 0 on the jersey. Fake bunt opens up an opportunity to rumble down to second base. Had the defense a little confused on that one. Hemingway Shakespeare with 2 outs and a runner at second. Right-handed batter Shakespeare, little inside-out swing, sends that one to the right side. Diving is B. Real, gets up, throws to first to Hugo Homer on a diving stop in the call.
Hemingway S singles on a ground ball to second baseman BR. Rudyard D advances to third. Oscar K steps up to the plate. They're 1-2 today.
2 runners aboard with 2 outs. The go-ahead run at the plate with Oscar Kipling in the box. Leadoff batter, top of the order. Our 5-umpire crew did such a great job last night. They were all 5 brought back for this one. JUCO Jimmy's guarding the shack outside the ball yard. Ball yard bets and the cease and desist order. JUCO Jimmy enforcing that. First base umpire J.D. Petrino made a call on that. Got it right. Close play at first, but Hemingway Shakespeare beat it out on the diving play by B. Real at second. Shakespeare hustles down the line, keep the inning alive. Plate umpire Mo Mizuraka, third base umpire Lucy Dennis, and umpiring the gap in right center field tonight. Gap umpire for us this evening is Sean Rourke.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Oscar Kipling,
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
a high leverage spot here. Right-handed batter fouls it away.
The count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Deuces 2-2, 2 outs. Hard ground ball to left field, and that will score Rudyard Doyle. Oscar Kipling comes through with a 2-out base hit and tightens the scoreboard now to a 1-run margin, 4-3. Sugar Gliders batting down by 1. Oscar Kipling, second hit of the night, first RBI.
Oscar K. singles on a hard ground ball to left fielder Iris C. Rudyard D. scores. Hemingway S. advances to second. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Edgar C. steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Edgar Christie, 2 aboard, number 2 batter. First pitch swinging rocket to right field. Chester Hazawa leaps and
Edgar
makes
C.
the
lines
play.
out to right fielder Chester H. That ends the bottom of the 4th. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti Orangutan will be Pecos F, then Chipper S, then Finnegan H.
Ribby Rodeo, professional rodeo in Sugar Lake. 2 nights each week. We're not stupid, only on nights there are not ball games at the Ballyard. All good rodeo starts with bull riding and ends with bull riding. Recognized as the #1 barrel racing rodeo on the circuit. Plus, mutton busting, greased pig, and open pits provided by Bullpen Barbecue. Ribby Rodeo is a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball. It is indeed a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Ho, ho, ho! Ballyard baseball legend Ping Pong Winchester actually slept a lot longer. This big showdown, 2-2-1 teams, both fighting for a shot at the Ballyard series. Ping Pong was snoozing, but was awakened by that last burst out of the crowd on the Oscar Kipling single RBI, knocking in Rudyard Doyle. It's a 4-3 ball game into the last inning. Final inning here, no extra innings played at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, unless we're in the championship series, the Ballyard series in January. Otherwise, if you wind up at the end of the 5th tied, it is what it is. Top of the 5th, final frame, Highland Island Yeti batting up by a run, 4-3 on Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. And they've got the 2-3-4 batters coming up, good part of the order. And in the bottom of the 5th, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders going to have the 3-4-5 batters. Hearts of the orders on both sides here in the 5th.
It's the top of the 5th. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 4. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Pecos F is at bat. Upton L pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Pecos F steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Pecos Fenway. 0 for 1, hit by pitch. First pitch, rocket to center field, and it's Sendak Seuss.
Pecos F lines out to center fielder Sendak S. Chipper S steps up to the plate. They're 2 for 2 today.
On the retreat, Pecos Fenway went after the first pitch and destroyed it to center field. Low launch angle. And Sendak Seuss able to run back and flail the glove up to make the play.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Foul!
Chipper Salt.
The count is 1-2.
5-tool, big athlete.
Ball 2.
Takes a 2-2 count.
The count
now.
is 2-2.
Chipper Salt smokes this to the gap in right center. It bounces over the gap. Sean Rourke, the umpire, making the call. Here goes Salt running around the bags. Edgar Christie fires it in. Not in time. It's a run home.
Chipper S hits an inside the park home run on a line drive to right fielder Edgar C. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 5. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Finnegan H steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Finnegan Hoff after the big noise from
The
Chipper
count is
Salt.
0-1.
And in the park,
Foul.
4-bagger. It's not a home run, it's a
The
run
count is
home.
0-2.
Chipper Salt
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
used the
Ball
gap.
2.
The count is 2-2.
You can see the gap out there on your screen in right
Foul.
center field, that low brick wall.
The count is 2-2.
Ball 3.
The
Fill
count
the
is
count.
3-2.
Foul.
The count is 3-2.
Foul.
The count is
Finnegan
3-2.
off. Fouling him away.
Foul.
1 for 2 in this game with an RBI.
The count is 3-2.
Seeing the pitch as well from Upton Lit. Rockets that over the scoreboard in center field. That ball is yard.
Finnegan H homers on a fly ball to center field. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Saiti steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 2 today.
Nice timing there, Morgana.
The count is 0-1.
Theater of the mind from Morgana.
The count is 0-2.
Side taps.
Ball 1.
Now a 1-2 count.
The count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Hard shot, diving as Maya Sinclair gets up, makes the throw across to Rudyard Doyle. Sinclair awaits the call.
Saiti singles on a line drive to third baseman Maya S. Hugo H steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1. Hugo H lines out to pitcher Upton L. Saiti remains at first. Chester H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 2 today.
Line shot right back to Upton Lit. Self-defense on the 99th pitch. Upton Lit working deep here for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Another line rocket at Hobbs Rousseau, and Rousseau makes the play.
Chester
Good
H
inning.
lines out to second baseman Hobbs R. That ends the top of the 5th. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Wald L., then Maya S., then Upton L.
Two-run 5th inning. Highland Island Yeti have scored in 3 consecutive innings, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 6-3 lead on 10 hits. But Sweetwater Sugar Gliders have their 3-4-5 batters coming to the plate. Something to say about this deficit 6-3 in the final frame for the home team, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. They've got Walt Langston, Maya Sinclair, who's 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a single, and a couple RBI, and Upton Lit coming to the plate. And they turn it around for the bottom of the 5th inning. Final frame coming from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Go-Karts, Cajun kart racing in Sugar Lake, beignets and baseball, and Speed, your fast track to fun. Turbocharged Go-Karts. powered by rocket-grade kerosene. And by Fish Around and Find Out, Sugar Lake's only bait and tackle shop. Explore the sweet waters of Sugar Lake. See what you can hook, fish around, and find out. And by Poppy's Popcorn. We do one thing, and we do it well. The finest of all food groups. The essence of essential.
Popcorn. Hot, fresh, popcorn.
It's the bottom of the fifth. It's the bottom of the fifth. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 3. Walt L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
Foul!
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Walt Langston hitless today.
Foul!
The count is 1-2.
Official at-bat strikeout in the first, hit
Ball
by
2.
pitch.
The count is 2-2.
0-1. He's 0-4-1. He's working the count here and works it to a base hit. Walt Langston single to right field. Leading off the final frame, bottom of the fifth.
Walt L singles on a line drive to right fielder Chester H. Maya S steps up to the plate. They're 2 for 2 today.
Now, for all you Sugar Lakers who've been following Ballyard baseball, you know Ellie Wow for Bomb Mob has been unstoppable. Maya Sinclair, similar this year.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Pecos Fenway firing.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Big hack from Maya Sinclair.
Ball 2.
Now takes a ball for a 2-2
The count is 2-2.
Maya,
Foul!
another mighty hack, fouls
The
it
count
away.
is 2-2.
Maya Sinclair on a 2-2 count, nobody out. Down by 3, runner aboard is Walt Langston. A little bit of room to work with for Pecos Fenway. Fires on this 2-2 fastball coming from Fenway. Turned on. Will it stay fair down the left field line?
That ball is yard.
Maya S homers on a line drive to left field. Walt L scores. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan, 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 5. Upton L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 2 today.
Wow, what a shot from Maya Sinclair. Nobody out. Quick visit to the mound of Pecos Fenway. Fenway is just over 80 pitches on the day. Now back to action for Pecos. Off-speed pitch gets Upton lit. Reaching, and Chipper Salt picks up the ground ball.
Upton L grounds out. Third baseman Chipper S to first baseman Hugo H. Sendak S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Sendak swings, goes the other way with it. Line shot to shortstop.
Sendak S lines out to shortstop Ace R. Rudyard D steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 2 today.
Rudyard Doyle now with 2 down, trying to keep the line moving for the Sugar Gliders. Does it. Takes that shot right in the ribs, hit by pitch.
Rudyard D is hit by pitch. Pecos F pitching. Hobbs R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 2 today.
Hobbs Rousseau.
Foul!
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Number 8 batter
Ball 1.
Rousseau takes a ball.
The count is 1-2.
pokes one to the right side. Hard ground ball from Rousseau. Other way, still alive. 2 down, 2 on.
Hobbs R singles on a hard ground ball to right fielder Chester H. Rudyard D advances to second. Hemingway S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Strike one.
The count is 0-1.
Strike two.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Ball one.
The count is 1-2.
Ball two.
The count is 2-2.
Two outs, 2 aboard, 1 run game. Sugar Gliders pulling it back to 6-5.
The count is 2-2.
That foul brought to you by Chester's Chicken Farm, feeding fowl to the folks of Sugar Lake.
Foul.
The count is 2-2.
9 batter Hemingway Shakespeare
Ball three.
takes a ball.
The count is 3-2.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters. Sitting on a 3-2 count, Hemingway Shakespeare. Top of the order Lubing. Oscar Kipling is 2 for 3 in the game. Top of the order Oscar Kipling on deck, hoping for a chance.
Foul.
The count is 3-2.
Foul.
Shakespeare hanging tough.
The count is 3-2.
Already has 1 single on the day, 1 for 2. Dribbler out in front of the plate. Shakespeare speedy down to first. Finnegan Hoff leaps out, makes the throw to Hugo Homer. Shakespeare wheeling down the line.
Hemingway S singles on a ground ball to catcher Finnegan H. Rudyard D advances to third. Hobbs R advances to second. Oscar K steps up to the plate. They're 2 for 3 today.
Oscar Kipling now with the bases full of Sugar Gliders, down by 1, 2 outs. Pecos Fenway in a jam. Thanks again to Drum Diamond, always here providing in-game percussion from the spot you see on your screen in center field just below where Finnegan Hoff hit that blast of a home run over the big B on the scoreboard. Drum Diamond still working for us here late. And the top of the order trying to get out of this on the hill is Pecos Fenway. Line shot to center. Cy Tepps back to the wall.
Oscar K lines out to center fielder Cy T. That ends the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 5. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti Orangutan will be Iris C, then BR, then Ace R. It's the top of the 6th. Highland Island Yeti Orangutan. 6. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 5.
Yeah, you're still learning, Morgana. 5-inning ball game, Morgana. Reprogram the computerized robot. Final score from the Ballyard is 6-5. Highland Island Yeti fend off a rocket shot line out from the top of the order. Oscar Kipling goes 2 for 4 on the day. Won't sleep well tonight. Hit that ball well, young man. Oscar, you did everything you could have done with that contact. Just didn't get it to get down. Great play in center field. Cy Tepps showing off the defense. Highland Island Yeti moved to 3-1 on the season with the win 6-5 over Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, who fall to 2-2. Post-game finalization coming your way next from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. You know where I'm heading after the game, my corner booth. Feel free to join me. Just down the way, you can jump on Sugar Tracks Railroad and make your way over to the spot where you know I can be found post-game after every ball game at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake.
The 12-6 Diner, voted Sugar Lake's #1 diner since dining. Owner and line cook Uncle Charlie invites you to stop in at the 12-6 Diner, inspired
by the curveballs of Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, Barry Zito, Clayton Kershaw, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, and Hideki Okajima. Take a picture with our statue of Candy Cummings, inventor of the curveball in the 1860s. Open daily from midnight to 6 a.m. The place to be after every game at the Ballyard. Talk ball, be seen, and eat locally greased and fried diner food at the 12-6 Diner.
Ho, ho, ho.
Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball. Did not disappoint tonight. Ball game at the Ballyard had it all. Fantastic competition. Yeti and the Sugar Gliders showed up in high style for this matchup of teams trying to stay in the top pack in the chase for the postseason, and the Yeti prevail. You can see the box score on your screen, the line score. It's a 6-5 win, 21 hits in the game. The Yeti outscore the Sugar Gliders 6-5 in the final math. 5-inning game wraps up with each team scoring evenly in the fourth and fifth. It was the 3-run third inning for the Highland Island Yeti. The difference 6-5 is the final count. Doubles from Edgar Christie and Maya Sinclair. Also the home run from Sinclair. Another big night from Maya for the Sweetwater Sugar Gliders and Coach Dexter Rose. Maya goes 3 for 3, 4 RBI and a run scored. Upton Litt takes the loss. 5 innings pitched. Gave up the 10 hits. The rubber arm goes 100 pitches, 68 of them for strikes. For the Yeti tonight, 3 home runs. Hugo Homer, Chipper Salt, and Finnegan Hoff all went yard. Hoff had 3 RBI on 2 hits. Chipper Salt, 2 RBI on 3 hits. And Hugo Homer, a big shot. The only hit of the night for Hugo was a solo goner. RBI and a run scored on that. Pecos Fenway works hard, goes 102 pitches on a hefty night for both pitchers. 5 innings, 11 hits, 6 strikeouts. Didn't walk anybody, but did hit 2 batters and dodges that traffic. Pick up the 6-5 final result. Yeti over the Sugar Gliders as the Sugar Tracks Railroad loads them up, takes them away over toward the 12-6 Diner around the way around Sugar Lake. Thanks to the Sugar Tracks Railroad providing community transit, flyover gondola, and making its loads off of the island. Water taxis full, and the personal watercraft. We got boat jams at the docks all over the community after this sellout crowd enjoyed a great game at the Ballyard tonight. 6-5 is the final tally. A couple off days coming here, and then a doubleheader on January 2nd. Going to have the same Highland Island Yeti now sitting at 3-1 against the 4-0 Duck Ditch Dots. That game will determine at least one and maybe both of the Ballyard Series participating top 2 teams in the standings out of 6 teams in the league. That is on January 2nd, first part of a doubleheader. Yeti and Dots to be followed by the winless teams in the league, Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite, and Prenatal Prospects. And then Sweetwater Sugar Gliders at 2-2 now, playing Bomb Mob, a 3-1 record on January 6th. That'll be the final regular season game. That will set the final outcome of the top 2 teams for the Ballyard Series. Bomb Mob hosting Sweetwater Sugar Gliders on January 6th. Thanks again to our 5-umpire crew tonight and our Best in the Land grounds crew and stadium staff for making it all happen on this beautiful night at the Ballyard. See you on January 2nd for more Ballyard baseball doubleheader that night. Back-to-back games on the Ballyard Baseball Network. And remember, you can join me at my corner booth tonight at the 12-6 Diner. Drop by and talk ball. Check out all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. And we've got a final selection of that new release commemorating our Long Bridge Road in the village of Sugar Lake. Performance coming up at the Sweet Strings Band Shell, and of course 108.1 FM Cliche Country has this new release also. A final sampling as we say our final goodnight from the Ballyard, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle.
Where I go or where I roam, Long Bridge Road means we're almost home.
Be